Every athlete has a defining moment where everything slows down. Time stands still. The moment you shape history, become immortalized. You enter uncharted territory. This is not that defining moment. It's the moments before.
Is it okay if I put music on? Two, you need to. Oh, wicked. Alright, perfect. 20 minutes will take the first lactate. Yeah, so 4 minutes start. Keeping sort of the blood lactate and making sure his LT1 and LT2, trying to get his LT1 as high as he possibly can. Make sure you really clean it. Yeah.
So does it work now?
Just it's calibrating now, so in 45 seconds it gives us a reading. Yeah, so it's 1.1 millimoles. All right. Good. Go get a shower, go get yourself cooled down. Alright? I'll with my own. Huh? I'll call with my own. No, you still need to get cooled down first. I'll go into the... take that piece. Yeah. You don't need vehicles in a bottle. It's empty. They're all alright. Water and ice.
Going all in.
Home. It's where I've grown up. Parents moved here when I was 3. Yeah, the more I travel, the more I like it. We're close to the sea, the foothills of the mountains, I guess, and yeah, every time I come back, I just really enjoy training. And every time I go away, I have a shit race to be honest. So yeah, I need to stay here now.
Should have done my hair. Yeah? No? Generally, when he's away on camp, it's either him or his dad, isn't it? Cooking for everybody. You can cut this bit out.
Yeah.
But my son, this is what my son bought me back
For my beef.
from Ibiza. How appropriate is that? Thanks, Sam.
Hey, Arthur, nice to meet you.
I haven't washed my hands, I better go wash my hands first. I like what's your name?
No, probably big knife and fork for the chicken.
Oui. Could you put
Can I have a bit of bread, please?
Of course.
Doing a lot of training. I know when I lunch.
Yeah, it was quite a late lunch. Bon appetit! Oh, sorry. Some veg.
Can you put a scoop of mine as well?
Yeah. Do pass me yours now. I'm not really making gourmet food here, am I? I'm just serving ice cream.
I think so. There are some of them.
You got to kind of do it as a family home thing. And
Yeah.
You wanted it here.
Smile, Rich, on camera.
Don't be silly. It's a rare thing, smiling.
5 years older than me.
I guess so, yeah.
So we raced maybe when I was 13?
No, you were definitely older than that.
No.
At least 14.
Okay. 14. And you beat me.
I did.
And then I think we met at a party. We used to train together. Well, we used to train in the same city in Montpellier, where lots of triathletes are, and lots of triathletes party.
I think at the
Partying phase.
in the short distance stuff after most of the races, there's quite a bit of party. Well, there's a few drinks had and a bit of partying, isn't there? Seem to be.
Only end of season ones.
It used to be, but not so much anymore.
Not so much more. Yeah.
Coupe de France et tout, non?
Ouais,
Well, yeah,
c'est
only
tout,
really.
ouais.
It's there, Richard.
C'est tout.
But only at the end of the season, really.
But PTO after parties are definitely a lot better than Ironman.
Is there any IRONMAN?
No, there's no after parties with Ironman now.
Because I've never been in.
That's another reason to go PTO and not Ironman.
The
That's why I prefer to keep it balanced.
Right.
Clean, lazy. Yeah, and then Sam wanted let him tell you the story about the ring. Morning, how are you?
This ring is my mum's old jewellery that I convinced her to melt and get engraved with the coordinates of the Kona finish line. Yeah, so I'm dedicated to have to win it one day, I guess. It means everything. Whether I achieve it or not, we'll see. But it certainly makes me want to achieve it, and I guess that's all that counts, is the whole journey to getting there with the family. There comes a point in society, I feel, where like you're not, like, it's kind of like, I guess, adulthood, and you're not allowed to dream in a sense, because when most kids always have these big ambitions and stuff, and then over time it kind of gets dampened, like your confidence kind of gets dampened, and so I got to a point where I realised that actually the environment I was in, there was very few people who I could say, oh, I want to win, I want to be the best in the world, and and I'm a big believer in creating your own environment. So then I was like, okay, well, first of all, who are the only people that do believe in you? And most of the time, that's probably just your parents. Even if you're I don't know, a school dropout, your parents will still probably have faith in you. And not that I'm a school dropout.
Not that you're a school dropout.
And yeah, so then I started with my family, and then you kind of create a team which gets bigger and bigger and bigger, whether, I don't know, you start employing your physio or your doctor or your manager, and but it's a real skill trying to convince them as well, like, to have the confidence in your project. And if you don't show confidence, then they're not going to have confidence for you. They're not going to create it for you. So you have to be the person who initiates it, I think.
Yeah. Without sounding cocky almost, or that's quite a hard balance, to come across as being confident rather than arrogant. And I think that's something we've all kind of, any youth athlete would struggle with, because they absolutely have to believe in. You have to believe in yourself. If you don't believe, if Sam doesn't believe that he can win Kona one day, then why would anybody else believe it? Thanks.
Ça, c'est le Sidamo, le premier, là, qui est trop fort.
Il faut que tu m'aides à décider entre lui et...
Of course.
Lui, il est trié grain par grain, donc ça...
Donc, Uganda, c'est... Le mont Wanzubi, c'est près des neiges éternelles. Il pousse au pied des montagnes où il y a la neige éternelle.
Oui, j'ai vu un reportage aussi.
Ah ouais,
Il n'y a que là-bas qu'il y en a du comme ça.
Lui, il est...
C'est le dernier
Moyen. Voilà, le moyen, il s'en va, attends, ça, c'est à la table.
E te lo dici, voilà, et gardez la monnaie, merci.
Merci à vous.
Merci à vous.
Allez, bon.
the training today is basically for Sam is more aerobic work. He's a bit tired today, so we're just keeping it all nice and easy and getting used to actually swimming in the sea without a wetsuit, everything else getting ready for Terraccio Kona. Archer, on the other hand, is doing a little bit of speed work because he's getting ready for Ironman Pays de Galles, and obviously has to get the starts and everything else sorted. So we've done a little bit of speed work, but predominantly it's endurance work. So LT1 work today.
Y aller à plus de 25, 24-25, ouais, 24, à partir de 24.
I really enjoy the simple life I have here, and the more I achieve in the sport and the more I do, the more I realise how important that is, just keeping a simple life, and how difficult it is, because on the one hand I want to be the best in the world, but I still want to just be able to, I don't know, kick a ball with my brother, you know. My parents, as I said, they obviously invested a lot into this project and still do now. I think what separates my journey from anybody else's is the fact that I'm trying to do it with my dad. You know, I could choose any coach I wanted, really. I mean, I have, let's say I'm young, I have the potential, and I have the budget to pay any coach. But what I want to do is I don't just want it for me. I want us as a family to win Kona eventually and to be kind of on top of the world. I know that I can really count on them, which sometimes, whether it's sponsors or managers or anybody else, it's much more difficult to have that same confidence in somebody. And so yeah, I feel that my family is really my strength.